Raphael.
Hello and good evening, good morning, mm,
Good day.
good day.
Hello, everybody who's watching. If you're hearing this first part, you're probably watching the replay. So let us know what you think. And if we pull any cards that you resonate, those are the ones for you too. But we really want to talk about the elephant in the room, right? Who's the elephant in the room?
Who knows? I think
Yeah.
we take turns. I know.
Yeah. Well, I think the elephant in the room is trust because sometimes it's tough. It's tough to trust when we're just not feeling it. And we were talking beforehand, but I've been feeling kind of in a funk, you know, and it's sometimes it's tough to trust that it's just a process and you'll get through it. And even knowing what I know, it's really tough. Hi, Renee. Good to see you. But yeah, so I don't know. How about you, Raphael? How
Oh,
do you weigh in on this?
I think, in life that there's always, where things are just really going well and you feel really well, you have a lot of energy, you think you can like I can do this, I can do whatever. And, sometimes, your get up and go absolutely just leaves. And lately, I don't know what it is. I don't think I'm the only one, but this week has been extra, extra hard, and that there has just been a lot of just like heavy energies that have just been really sinking in. I'm absolutely exhausted, and it's just like I need an elephant to get me to move, basically.
Mm, I don't know. I think it would probably just go to sit on me, and I'd be like, "Well, that's a solution."
Well, there you go. Yeah, we all need solutions. I think it's about honoring, the process, trust, and that things are always in a state of flux. Things do change, and you just have to trust the process. And sometimes we're not completely in control.
Well, we're not. I mean, control really is an illusion, and I think if we would have learned that at a young age, we probably wouldn't be bashing our head against the wall. There's a few things we can control. We can control how we respond to things. We can control our thoughts and therefore kind of our feelings. But
Hmm.
everything else, it's all out of our control. And I think that's where a lot of the frustration, at least for me, comes from is the uncontrollable things are usually the one things you want to control.
Hmm.
It's kind of dumb.
Hmm.
But
So,
there's times where we know when we did trust and we know we got through the other side of it. um to me it's social proof, if you will, or personal proof that we knew we got through it before. Why would this be any different now?
exactly. Like, with my life has always been like there's been so many times where I had no idea how things were going to work out. And I had no idea what to do. And when those times come, I had to completely just, take, a step back and just let go and just trust and just know that things will eventually work out. It might not happen like this, but in time, as long as you're energetically, doing the right decisions and, not sabotaging yourself on the way, but it's just like, have faith, have trust in yourself, have trust in the situation, and things do eventually turn out. Like my
Yeah.
life is proof of that.
Yeah, all our lives are proof of that. We can look back in things where we were like, whoa, how did I even survive that? you
Yeah.
know but I know that sometimes it's hard to just not do anything, right? Where sometimes that's what's needed. It's like there's nothing to be done, but we still struggle with, there's got to be something, I can do or say, or hold this crystal, or I mean, there are those things,
Well,
but
You know what? That's when you find the magic of, your tools and the things that you work with that help support you. And that could be, the tools, crystals, cards, a really good friend, counseling, so on and so forth. Like there's always something eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's always room for understanding a little bit better
Yeah.
in that moment, playing isn't it interesting game, isn't it interesting how I'm feeling this? There's just there's a different energy in looking at something from a different perspective,
Hmm.
because for me, it is all about energy. And in those times where I am feeling a little blah and lethargic, I don't like it.
No.
I don't. I feel like I should be doing something. And then, you talk to someone, you talk to a friend who kind of says, validates what you're feeling, and then just says, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. And I'm trusting the process right now because I'm trying to see it if it's streaming to my page and I can't see it anywhere.
I think so. It shows that there's two people who are watching from your page. If you are watching from Raphael's Believe Loving Universal Energy page, pop in the chat, hi from Raph's page, or hi from Blue, because it's an acronym for Blue.
Yes.
So
From
just
blue.
say hi, and then we can see what's going on, because we're not experts when it
Well,
comes to tech,
yeah,
right?
some people are more experts than others, Lorraine.
I am
Yeah.
no self-proclaimed guru. Ah, Jane's saying hi. So I think she's on your page. So thank
Oh,
you, Jane.
thank
Hi.
you. Well,
Yay. Oh, and Rachel, she's going peekaboo. Thank
okay.
you.
Peekaboo. All right. Well, I'm just going to trust because I'm not able to pull it up on my computer here, which is strange.
And of course, Marnie's watching from YouTube. Thank you, Marnie. Hi.
Hi,
Yeah,
Marty.
but yeah, don't worry. Have faith, trust, Raph. Come back to us. There she
Pull
is.
Raphael back. Turn the computer off.
Uh,
Doesn't matter if you can see or not. It's all
yeah.
good. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So tonight I thought I would use the animal oracle deck, because I just feel that, I'm really glad I have a dog now. I mean, I've wanted one all my life. I've had them all my life, but never had my own. And I'm really glad I have Elliot, because he's a big reminder to me that, sometimes you sleep a lot, like he does. And sometimes you have a lot of energy, but the end of the day or the beginning of the day, it's a clean slate. He's always happy. Nothing gets him down, and it just kind of got me thinking, I think I'm going to play with the animal deck, because they don't have the hangups that we do. If we can,
Always
you
happy.
know, embrace, if we can embrace their energy, their outlook, their medicine, if you will. Yeah, they got it together. I don't
Oh, if
know.
I come back as a dog in a good home or a cat in a good home. Could you imagine the stresses of life just being like, yeah, the only thing you have to worry about is having a nap and, whether or not you're being fed at the right time.
Yeah, the food bowl's continuously empty. I'm in hell.
I know.
Yeah, that's all relative. I just
Yeah.
want to pull a general card here, just to start. How is everyone else feeling? Are you guys feeling that energy too, that we are, that it's just there's
Please don't
just
let us be
something?
the only ones.
Yeah, come on, validate us, please. Okay.
We
Speaking
need
of
validation.
speaking of validation, we have Panther Spirit.
Mm. Oh, what do you pick up from that?
Well, for one, it's card 44, so angels are surrounding us, and it says reclaim your power. So to me, when I see this, it's like it's okay to sit back in the dark. It's okay to be a little stealth, but we have power within us. And maybe that power just needs time to regenerate because we can't
Mm.
be on all the time. As an empath, as an introvert, that's not sustainable for me, anyways. So that's what I pick up from it.
You picked up a really key point there. We can't forever be on. And so maybe, this, trusting the process, so on and so forth, is we need to rest in order to get re-energized for a new beginning, a new start, a new awareness, so on and so forth. Right? Everything needs downtime. And so, us as people, human beings, spirits, we need downtime to, recharge, refuel, replug in, all that fun kind of stuff. The Panther spirit, I absolutely loved. It was like, what I picked up from that was we do have, oh, it's just gorgeous. Now seeing like energy like going through like the whole being of that
Hmm.
spirit. And it's
Hmm.
like retap into the energy grid of your being. And that's going to be different for everybody, I feel. And so it's like
Hmm.
what sparks you? What makes you come alive, right? It's like hobbies, people, situations, so on and so forth. It's like re-tap into that to be reawakened.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Renee's saying she's exhausted. Jane's agreeing, and it's intense. Renee says, yeah,
Yeah.
and I like what you say, Raf, because but not but and it's important that when we do, we're not always ready yet to take that action or to do that thing. And I know I've tried to kind of force myself a little bit, and it kind of backfired on me. Um, so you have to kind of know when it's time. You have to honor that settling in and going in that cocoon stage. And often it comes at a time where you sometimes you can't afford the time off because it happens, but you've got to find many little ways. Oh, and Nisha's saying, I feel like I'm stuck in between two different places. Yeah, I feel that too. Totally, totally. And then Marnie's agreeing with you. Totally makes sense.
Yeah.
And Rachel saying, my teachings about the panther or big cat are to lie in wait, to stalk and preserve your power, and then pounce when the moment is right. I love that. But it's knowing when the moment's right. Because when
And
we're not fully, go ahead, Raf.
I feel as spiritual beings, especially when you're tapped into this, we're very aware of our surroundings and our being and how we're feeling and what is happening for the most part around us. And so, when the time is to pounce. You'll have this incredible urge that you won't be able to hold back on. But until then, we need to rest. We need to allow things to settle, the energies to take place, to rebuild, to like respark. It could even be downloads. Like, who knows?
Mhm. Yeah,
There's
who knows
so
how
many different levels to this. And so I think a lot of it is just honor and trust. Honor and trust the
yeah,
process.
trust the process. And then when we're ready, the downloads come or the energy's there. And yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Christina. Good to see you.
Hello.
Christina with the K. I had both Christina with the K and a C on Monday and pulling cards, and I had to verify who was who. So thank you for being here.
Aw.
Um, yeah, I really believe that we need to find something grateful, something to appreciate, even in the down in the dumps time. So personally, for me, I feel like I'm glad I have the space. Um, the solo living that I nobody is really counting on me like when my family was smaller and or younger. I mean, it had to deal with all of the suck it up and do it kind of thing. So I don't know, maybe it's all just accumulating now.
You know what? Another really good thing that really stood out with what you just said, I think age makes a difference, right? When you have littles in your home and you have like things that need to get done because the only person that they're relying on or that they can count on is you, that you go, 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 go. As you get older, so I can only speak for myself. A lot of my responsibilities have settled. And so it's like, oh, I'm not tuning into all that. I'm tuning into how I'm actually feeling. And I'm feeling tired. And so it's just like, um, you're, it's almost a beautiful gift to, feel, even if it is like I'm freaking tired and I'm worn out and I just want to sleep, but you can honor that. Whereas, in my younger days and when my kids were littles, that I wasn't able to honor that at all.
Yeah,
And like
yeah. It's
working,
totally different for
yeah.
sure. I mean, and we're not saying to those who have littles, it's like, yeah, you're just gonna have to suck it up until they're out of the house.
No,
Not that it's
self-care.
it's still, yes. And
Yes.
the key to that is it's kind of off on a tangent is little bits so it doesn't fester, right?
Exactly. If I only knew back then what I know now, I would have taken way more time for self care. But in my mind back then, nope, nope, just go, go, go. And so maybe that's accumulation of energies that I'm like basically in my 50s now. And I'm like, I don't know, my battery's on like this. I need a jump start or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we could get into the physiology stuff of it too, but we're
That's
not
not.
gonna.
It's
So
like,
Renee's saying it's both accumulating and exhausting at the best of times. Yeah.
yeah,
Uh, there's no time for me with a little. Yeah. Well, okay. So I invite you to reframe that because we all have been there. When you say that, you claim it. There is no time. Therefore, you always find reasons to validate that. But you're right. There was no time. But what is time? How long is the appropriate length of time? And yeah, we feel like in a whole day, or maybe you just need a few breaths as you're sitting on the can for like 2.5 seconds before they barge in on you. Right? Like time is relative. It's it's not linear because linear time really doesn't exist when you're raising a family. So you have to find other ways,
yeah.
right? Right. Yeah.
It's finding special little moments that you can sit back and, even while being in them, up to here, with children and all that, it's like being able to, I used to, when my kids were little, I used to allow them to make mud pies on my kitchen, like in my kitchen on the floor, and they'd be cooking away and all that. But I found downtime in that. It was just like, just and enjoying the moment. So it's like taking little moments of appreciation, um, being in the now. For me back then and even now is like finding comfort. And so for me, comfort is, my house coat, my blanket. I used to walk around the house constantly and I had like a blanket wrapped around here. And it's like one of those little fleece blankets. And it was like a source of comfort, cozy slippers. And it's just like downtime is, I feel a lot of it has a little bit to do with comfort time too,
Oh yeah.
to tap
Big
into.
time. Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Marnie's saying, agree again, Raf. And when I get busy doing other stuff away from my own focuses, it makes me feel crabby and prickly. I
Yeah.
agree. It's like, oh, I wanted to do this. I wanted to pull some cards today and I never got the chance. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
now I do it first thing in the morning and I can't complain now.
Yeah. I love that. And like Marnie has such a good point there too. I was actually reflecting on that. And it's like so many people do, their life doing things that they don't want to do. And that wears you out. And so it's like the vibration of finding something that you truly, truly love to do. And that could be anything. You don't have to make money from it. It's like, it's finding those sparks that bring more light, bring more soul energy out because you're creating, with universe or with your being of why did we come down here? It
Yeah.
wasn't completely raise children to do a 9 to 5 job to completely please other people. It was also to you know feel us up, find out what makes us who we are, learn our ways and how we work with other people and evolve from
And to
that.
have fun and to eat ice cream and to just do nothing, like enjoy the earth. Like, I mean, there are those things too, that human experience.
Mhm.
Rachel, the 5 a.m. club, no, thank you very much.
Yeah.
No, 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 no.
No, that's no fun.
The 5 p.m. club, now you're talking.
Yeah, I can do the 5 p.m. Yeah. Um,
But Rachel, sorry, Rap. Rachel, you
no,
make a good point though, because there is something for everybody, right? There are those people that they gain that um, time or energy or feeling good by getting up early and getting on with their day and doing stuff like that. And then there's people like me where it's that I would never be able to get used to that. Same with those people who like to dunk themselves in ice water and say it's really good and it's good for your brain and health. And that, I'm sorry, I'm never going to do that. It stresses me out just thinking about it. So it's good that there's such variety because variety is the spice of life. There's lots of different people. So, you have to experiment and see what works for you. And if it doesn't, don't stress about it. You don't have to be that person that everyone seems to think we need to be because nobody should be the same.
be
So
the person that you want to be and explore and expand from there. And believe me, I've had this incredible urge to start waking up early because I've had to do it a couple times with I'm definitely a night owl. I come awake at night. But the energy, and it could be my age too, whatever, I don't know. I'm just gonna go with it, trust in the process. But I've had incredible urges to wake up early, and it just feels like the connection to like being able to do a meditation, to feel the energy of the new day beginning and take charge of that, and like being more clear of mind. And like, believe me, what we were talking about earlier, like I'm ready to go jump into a lake and wake the frick up because like I just feel like there's like this over top of me. And I think all these, I think it's like trust in the insights, the thoughts, the ideas that are coming to you. And maybe those are new ways to shift out of, the funk and to start, and that's another thing, trust in the process, trust in what actually is coming to you.
you make a good point. And when you were talking about maybe because it's you're getting older and we are all changing, and I feel that all of us here are empaths. Everyone in the group, everyone in the room, we're all empaths, right? We agree on that. We're picking up on global energy. I really believe that, and we're feeling it too. It's not saying it's outside of us, but we are on the cusp of change big time, and I want to get really emotional, but I'm holding it back because I don't know what it is.
Because we're all
But
watching you. Favorite
but
chair?
I really feel that. I feel that that's why the energy has been the way it has been lately, is that there are big changes in the process of happening. And it's it's stressful because we're used to things in a certain way, especially as empaths. We like having that comfort of knowing what's what around us, Yeah, the collective. Exactly. Exactly. The collective energy for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Global shifts. Yes. Yeah. And I don't know, sometimes I'll feel off for days and then I don't listen or watch the news, but it finds me eventually. And then some big thing happened, some horrible thing in the world would happen. And you'll be like, oh, that's kind of why I was feeling a little off. It's like I need to know so I can be more proactive with it. But really, you don't need to know. You just need to be aware of how you feel, because that's all that really matters is how you feel. That's, you can control that in the form of the thoughts you think. You know it works negatively when you're in a bad mood, and then you just kind of spiral because the thoughts come and you're like, this sucks and that sucks, and oh well, that's gonna happen, oh bring it on, right? And it does. So we know it can happen positively too. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Marnie's feeling it, feeling me. Jane saying belief is in this change as being positive, positive thoughts, positive life. Yeah, actually, without even saying that, I do believe it's a good change. I always think that there is good change. So yeah, thank you for pointing that out. Yes, liquid smudge and Epsom salt and sea salt baths. Ooh, there you
Exactly.
go.
Exactly.
Need to
You
just
know,
dump that in the water source.
yeah, and I do that. And it's just like, well, in the meantime of trusting the process and letting go of the reins. Sorry, by the way, like, whatever, I'm going back. When we were coming up with this, I keep on hearing, let go of the reins. I don't know why.
Hi,
Right?
just let me go.
Yeah, let go of the Lorraines.
Maybe
But
that's
the
it. I'm
rain,
feeling like someone's holding me hostage.
just let her go. Let her be free. Flap your wings. Um. Anyways, now I completely forgot what I was saying. Basically, trusting in the process. Lorraine, help me out.
Okay, well, Renee's saying she uses sage soap. I love that. I
Oh,
want some.
so exactly. So in the meantime of like trusting the situation and just letting go, all that, what can you do while you're just like, you know, personal hygiene and clearing and all that? So exactly, salt baths make a huge, huge difference. And this is something I learned like in pranic healing. It's absolutely amazing. It's like the one thing that really, I really tuned into energetically is like the salt baths, salt, even like salt bowls. I have salt bowls throughout my home, and it just kind of collects. You dump the water down the toilets, so on and so forth. So it's like house hygiene, personal hygiene, clearing, lighting sage. I light a lot of candles because that's just pure white light. I do little prayers, and it does help with day-to-day energy, but it's
Mhm.
it's a lot of upkeep too.
Yeah. Yeah. Marnie's saying I have a lovely Palo Santo smudge ceremony
Mm,
spray. Man, it's everything. I love it. I love it. Oh, and it's by your
I
bedside. Yeah. Oh, I love it. I
yeah.
love the smell of Palo Santo more so than the burning of it. I love the smell of it. Um, yeah. Yeah. And then being around public, high vibe music on repeat. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, what you're saying, Raf, is right. Like, sure, we can just sit back and let, the energy's going to do what it's doing, where, there's no action to take right now because we seem to just be butting up against energy or lack of it. But there are those little things we can do. Now, personally, ever since I started going through perimenopause, I do not enjoy baths. I don't enjoy hot tubs or anything because it's hot flash city and it's like, no. But if you would love to have a bath, but it's something that it's not practical, or you don't have a bathtub because some places just have showers, I
Mhm.
recommend doing a foot soak. That's the reflexologist in me coming out. But do a foot soak and pour a bunch of salt in that. It doesn't even have to be a fancy salt. It could be just your table salt, right?
I always use table salt. I
It's
do.
also
I even
cheaper.
have like a little dish, upstairs in my bathroom, and just like, okay, grab a little bit energetically, like everything's intention, clear, release, wash it down. And it's just, you do feel elevated and lifted and cleared a little bit. We're just spiritual sponges. And so whatever's going on within your home, within, whatever, we do have to do that spiritual upkeep.
Absolutely. Renee's got really good suggestions. Gongs, yeah, ringing
Oh,
ringing your bowls. Like, I would love to have a gong. I've got bowls, but no gongs. And then has a cooler baths, not so hot. Yeah, it's weird. I don't like being wet and having to dry off. It's weird. I don't know. Raph and I had this conversation off the side weeks ago, but yeah, I guess I'm
I
part
don't
of it.
mind baths. I don't like having that feeling of wet hair. It drives me nuts.
My hair dries pretty quick. It's for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, gong music, Himalayan salt, sea salt is high vibe salt. Yes, it's true. It's true.
Mhm.
Lots of lemon water. Cheers. I have bubbles in mine today,
Nice.
but yeah. Yeah, yeah, and the thing is these are great. These are great suggestions. These are great recipes, and the key is what Raphael said, it's intention while you're doing it. Have that mindset of thank you. Thank you for this salt that's helping to clear my energy in the way it needs to clear. And we have to let go of that too. We can't get out of the bath after and go, well, that didn't work. Right? We have to just allow things to happen in the way they're meant to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wine is tasting pretty great. Way to go, Marnie. Nice, nice.
I know it's about that time. I might pour myself a glass of wine pretty soon.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
No, of course not.
Oh, yeah.
It is what it is. We can do whatever the heck we want. We're adults now, right?
Damn it.
Got to have some perks to being an adult.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what card do you have there in your hand?
I have this, and this is just the energy that we've been kind of talking about, and it's wings. And what I pick up from this is that the message that I'm receiving for this is that we all have a certain vibration. And so the energy is not to judge yourself compared to other people. And just because Lorraine and I are talking about this, and everybody, we have our own opinions and so on and so forth, you need to feel your own energy source and, feel that sensitivity of who and what you are and what will make you work. So universe is really wanting you to tap in and take 5 minutes out and just tap into, hey, universe, spirit guides, so on and so forth. What is it that I need to help me shift through this?
I love it.
So it's like we all have certain, and I just feel like there's so the message is there's a lot of sensitivities coming through also. And so maybe that is us, or a lot more. Sorry, I keep on changing because I'm a lot more sensitivities are going to be becoming aware through many.
Yeah, I think it's because a lot of people who weren't quite awake are waking up, and we're definitely feeling that as empaths collectively. Renee's saying thank you.
Mm-hmm. Did somebody just cheers me?
Yeah, it was Renee. I think
Okay,
I think like three of you have wine on the go.
I have to
I
cheers
purposely
back.
don't
That's
have
really
any.
rude if I don't.
Okay, well, go ahead. I'll entertain the troops.
Thank you.
Sorry, that was bad. Used to make my daughter smile and laugh. But yeah, there is definitely a change happening, and I know people who are on the verge of kind of getting it, and you probably know people, friends, or maybe family members who are kind of on the verge of like, what's that crystal you're doing, or what are these cards and tarot all about, right? um, I poured before I thought it was part of what? I don't get that. Clearly, you're drinking, Renee. It's totally good.
What? Hold on.
She says, cheers. I poured before, thought of it was part of. Oh,
It is.
okay, I get it now. Like, well, I missed the boat. So
You suck.
anyway,
You
hey, hey,
didn't.
hey. No,
In the best possible way.
no, we're not going there.
I don't know.
Okay, and Jane's cheering you too. Awesome sauce.
Cheers.
Cheers. I need more bubbly.
Bing.
And Renee's laughing. It's so much fun.
I was
All
trying
right,
to be
talk
so
about.
good tonight. I was like drinking my water.
Well, there you go.
I'm doing half and half tonight.
Just don't pour it into your wine. That will be horrible.
I will not. I promise.
So sorry, I have to blow my nose. So talk.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm curious, what do you guys do in the meantime of trusting the process? So if you guys are all feeling like this, what is it that you know, on a day-to-day basis, or even moments when it just gets like where you actually have like the, oh, frick man, I'm feeling like this. Um, what is it that you do to help or remind you? Double fisting. I like Renee.
I'm sure she's referring to you with the water but no, that
No,
yeah,
I think that's how she's getting through the day.
I think so. Oh my gosh, that's great. Yeah,
I
she's a
love it.
release, breath. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And so
I
it's just like I think the magic in that is to become aware of self. And I have a lot of, you know, reflections throughout the day, and I think, you know, okay, well, today is hard. And like everybody knows, I've lost you know, 4 people this year, and it's hard. And I lost, you know, one of my, you know, greatest friends, and so on and so forth. And it's just like I truly miss her. And, you know, today it's just like, well, you know, that energy is like this, but like, how do you get through it? And what can you do to honor that? And how are you coping? And, you know, tonight, you know, I believe in spirit. I believe in the other side. I'm sure like everybody, you know, call in help also from the other side. Call in support.
yeah. Renee saying she's had many losses as well.
Mm,
And she, like me, uses humor and never take
yeah.
myself seriously. Like sometimes I do. I take myself seriously and I'm like,
Bing.
then I'm like, what do you think you're doing? And you have to do something crazy to make yourself laugh. It's how I roll.
Are you
And
gonna sing
often
again?
it's to make somebody else laugh. That helps me. What's that?
Are you gonna sing again?
Probably not.
Make me
Maybe.
laugh. Can you make me laugh?
By singing?
Yeah.
I'm a really good singer. I don't see how that would make you laugh. Okay,
I like.
Jane let's segue. Jane says a long time depression. I've focused on healing emotionally and spiritually. Today I'm focusing on the physical healing. It's been an amazing journey and really recently. Way to go, Jane. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Celebrate that. And we celebrate with you because it takes a lot of work and time and going through the ups and downs. So good for you. Yay. Thank you for sharing that.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Renee saying, enjoy my life travel. Ooh, where you going? Tell us more. I want to travel. I was talking to Eva today. I know I said to you, not today, the other night when we were at the ballet, I said, I really want to go on a cruise. I really want to cruise. And I said, do you want to go on a cruise to Alaska with me? And she's like, yeah, we can
Oh,
do that.
nice.
And then it's like, well, what do I do with Elliot? Who's going to look after the dog? We can't bring him with us. And then it's like, well, because I want Raph to come on the cruise too. And
Oh, okay.
yeah. Anywho, enough of
I
that.
got enough to look after.
Yeah. And Jane saying, the key is not to call it a challenge, it's a gift. Yes. We're all here to live our most precious lives. Yes, the most precious memories. And I know we use that term challenge, but I totally agree with you. It's I refer to them as opportunities, not challenges, because we're given that opportunity to learn from it or to use the skills we've already learned to get through to the other side. And this is why I'm such a believer in Oracle and Tarot, because it helps to uplift you. It connects with that divine energy. Crystals, they feel good, they look good, they shift energy. I mean, I've had this the beautiful little smoky quartz on my desk for like a week now, and it's been doing the work. I think I better cleanse it. Um, but yeah, having things to around me to look at really make a difference for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. I think in life we're meant to transform. We're meant to experience these things, and in order to learn, not necessarily learn, but gain knowledge, and not only for ourselves, but for the collective and for the universal flow. And so, like I always speak about, like the ripple effect, it does make a shift, and the things that you are experiencing is not only just for you; it's for the people that you come into contact with. And so, it's a great honor. And so, it's it's easy to complain, but it's better not to, if that makes sense.
True. Yeah. Yeah, it totally does because here's the thing with complaining. If we look at it from acknowledging, some people might see it, quit complaining. But if you're doing is acknowledging, yes, this shit show is happening. Check. Um, and then you shift from there and decide that what can I do to not let this take over? What can I do to mitigate the energies I'm feeling? That is where you can kind of take action, and then it's less about you know being challenged by it, and it's more about that opportunistic energy. So yeah, it's not really it's not complaining if you acknowledge it and then do something about it. Complaining is where you're stuck in that perpetual pointing out all the bad stuff and not doing anything about it. I find that so annoying when people do that, and you give the suggestions and they don't take them, and then you just have to step back. And sometimes I'll do it with myself. Well, I could do this, I could do that, but it's like, no, nothing's working today. So it is what it is.
Mhm.
Um, Renee saying, I constantly refer to them and take them with me and acknowledgement to them. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Good, good. So, on that note, I pulled this card earlier. Actually, this is so funny. These are the two cards I pulled earlier in my card readings.
Oh, I remember that. Saw your TikTok.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then they just came out tonight.
Oh, they came out again?
Can you see?
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
okay, so that message definitely is for the collective, and maybe it is needed to be heard again tonight. And so it's about, you know, there's a time and place for everything, and maybe the time and place, like right now, is about self care and being aware of what your needs are and how to bring some more comfort in. And it's, I feel like a lot of people have spent many hours, years looking after other people. It is now time to look after yourself and bring comfort
I
into your being.
love
Yeah. And then spring. And it's almost like the energy of, regrowth. Allow yourself to bloom. So with, becoming aware and allowing that knowledge to flow through you and taking the time out to do a lot of self-care and just being really tuned in to being, that's where the new growth is going to start blossoming. So there's a lot of blossoming. So it's almost like, I guess, like the energies of downloads. And so like with the downloads, like I was saying earlier, we can't constantly be on. This is a time of standing still and just allowing and being, so on and so forth. And while in the meantime, really nurturing ourselves and taking care of our beings.
I love it. What I get from that sprig card is sometimes we are the sprig, and we look at everyone around us all developed, and and you were like, I'm not like them, what's wrong with me? Well, we're just going through a new growth cycle, or there's a shift or a change, And you have to honor where you are. You have the potential to know where you can go, but you also have to honor where you are and not look outside of yourself as if judging yourself like, I'm not like that. I want to be like that, but I'm stuck being me. All right. Like there's a different perspective you can have there. It's allowing you to really be in that moment of the growth and change instead of forcing or instead of wanting to rush past it to be at the finish line, right? Be the sprig, be in that moment of just enjoying the growth.
There's no finish line.
No, no, there isn't.
No,
Ah, that's it. I give up.
there is no finish line. It's our divine purpose to always evolve and grow and be more light, you know, even after this world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jane saying, I feel it's a lot of societal conditioning. Absolutely. Maybe we feel like this is the way it is without looking at it from other perspectives. Yeah, such a good conversation. Thank you, Jane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it truly is. I think a lot of it, from my perspective, is societal conditioning for sure. Just in the age I grew up, my social status within my family, how I grew up as the youngest child, and different perspectives. And yeah, there's so much that even now coming up on my last year of being in my 50s, um, a lot has I'm revisiting so much. Yeah. I wanted to say, and I'm going to say it because I wanted to say it's exhausting, but I kind of stopped myself because I'm shifting that into it's an honor. Not all of us get to live this long, you know? So we have to honor where we are, be that sprig, and trust that we're going to do our best. And sometimes that means trusting the process and taking a step back.
Yeah. I think we just need to believe more in our spiritual being. And, we all came down here with a life purpose and, we made our blueprints and all that. We're exactly where we need to be right now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's a
And
good
and
thing.
it's not always comfortable, but
Hmm.
it is what it is. Sometimes it feels like we're in the penalty box. Darn it. And oh
At
well.
least we get to rest there.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm good
for
with it.
sure. What you doing, puppy?
All right. Are we going to pull some cards?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you take over for a second
All right.
while I
I see
deal
no
with
comments.
something going on. And it's not pouring wine, so
All right. So who would like to go first? I don't see comments though, Lorraine. I'm on my own. I guess I'm going to have, what is it, mind reading games here. All right. So pick a number between 1 and 3. All right. I'm going to read number 1. All right. So number 1, if you chose number 1, this is a message for you. And so I feel the energy of a life of wanting to be free, but full of restraint. And so it's the energy of being able to finally be able to break free and be exactly who you are. And I'm feeling a lot of energy of, the wind. So air element is very good for you. Get out into nature, feel the breeze, breathe in that breeze, and tap into the energies and become one with the breeze and be free. So hopefully that resonates. And if you chose card number 2 or card type number 2, all right, card number 2. So if you chose 2, this is your card, and it is true. And so I feel the people that have chosen number 2, they have a strong sense of honesty within themselves, and your life is centered around being true, not only true to others, but true to yourself, and being, you know, very aware of the energies that are around you. So it's very important that you speak your truth, and also that it needs to resonate within yourself. So the highest truth in all matters. So that is something to become more aware of and to honor a lot more in your life. So there we go. If you chose number 2. And if you chose number 3, thank you. And I feel people that chose number 3 are actually very artistic. And so if you chose number 3, it is follow that artistic, whimsical energy that flows through you. You see beauty in everywhere you go. Maybe it has dulled down a little bit in life, but there's great beauty all around you, and rediscover it as you go. So if you go for a walk, take a little extra time and find the artistic beauty in your surroundings. So there you go. If you chose number 3.
Okay, thank you for doing that. Renee said 3, so yes, so she wanted 3. We had Me Please from Rachel, and Marnie said she'd want one, and Nisha. So I don't know what. I had a bit of a shitty situation with the pup, so
Mm.
that'll be fun to clean up in a little bit, but whatever. We're
So
contained.
I told people to pick a number between 1, 2, and 3. And so people that picked 1, I did a card. People that picked number 2, I did a card. 3, I did a card.
Oh, so you already did everybody. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. So did they pick though? I just see I'd love one. Nobody said other than Renee said she picked number 3.
Okay.
So
Well.
Rachel picked number 4.
Oh. Does that mean all of them? Hold on. Okay, fine. I'll pick number 4.
And then I also broke a nail as I was dealing with everything there. So it's like it just the night just piled on, and I'm so grateful to be able to come back here and go, okay, yeah, there's more to life than
What? A
shitty
broken nail
situations.
and shit?
Huh? Yeah.
A broken nail and shit?
Broken nail and shit. Yeah.
This is another card I pulled earlier on today. So this is if you chose number 4, like Rachel.
Because she's wacky. Those are her words. She chose those words.
So frequency. So the energy of the frequency is I feel there's an energy that there's like such a sensitivity happening in life that you need to what is it? Calm the energetic fields of frequencies. And so being completely like aware, hold on, I have to get my hands in there. Aware that you need to soften and what's the energy I'm feeling? Okay, so it's like how I always say for what's that white crystal? Howlite. And I always say howlite energy is like pouring a cool pitcher of milk over top of the whole energetic field. And so the frequency I feel is like it's like a little bit too energetic. So we need to cool and soothe all that in order to get through day to day, because we can't be all that. And so the frequency is, it's great that you're tapping into like so much, but sometimes it could be too much. So make sure that you cool the energies, cool the nerves, cool that energetic awareness, if that makes sense.
Love it. Yeah. And Jane said she chose all three. Just kidding. Love them all,
I
though.
love it.
Why not? You can choose all three. Why not?
Exactly. I love it.
So, yeah, I guess we're almost at our hour. Is there?
Well, if anybody wants a card, why don't we do a card reading for them?
Yeah.
Because we haven't done that yet.
Yeah. So, if you want a card, let us know.
Or a crystal. Boo, 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 boo. I'll just drink.
I think I need to burn
Oh,
some
buddy.
incense. Get rid of that smell. It's so cute. He's so cute because he tattles on himself. He'll come up to me and get my attention.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm kind of like, what's going on? And then I go and see, and it's like, look, Mom, look what I did. Can
Oh,
you help me?
yeah. Poor little puppy dog.
That's what the pee pad's for. He did the job, but sometimes they step in it and it just gets places. So anyhow, I don't know why I'm sharing that with you.
I don't know
Whatever.
either. I really don't.
All right. Nisha would like a card, and then Marnie would like a crystal. Jane would like a crystal, and Elpida would love one. I don't know what you would love. A card or a crystal, let us know. We're going to start with Nisha. So, Nick, did you just change your glasses?
I did because I couldn't see all the other ones. I have like 3 glasses here.
Okay, I thought I was losing it, going, oh, I didn't, yeah, whatever.
Actually, I've been wearing these the whole night.
Don't trick me. Okay, Nisha. I think we've had this conversation before. You spelling your name right. Oh, well, which is it, Renee? Card or crystal? Come on, you guys. I'm sorry.
Okay, why don't you do the cards and I'll do the crystals?
All right. I'm working on it. Where's Nisha? Go back. Okay. I'm pulling from the Animal Oracle deck today. You got Badger Spirit. Be fearless and bold. So with this, it feels like, grounded energy, and it's okay to stick around home because that's giving you that ability to strengthen your energy so you can step out and be bold when you need to. And just going along with what the topic of the conversation has been all night. So it's so pretty. Look at it. He's got daisies
I love
and a
those.
feather. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So sweet.
And it's number 4. So 4 is an angel number. 4 is stability.
Yeah.
So I hope that makes sense for you.
All right, and I'm gonna cast a crystal for Nisha, and I'm gonna pick one that just jumps out.
Oh, well.
And you can do cards for everyone, and I'll just do a quick little.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. You're welcome.
I'm gonna pick the one that fell on the floor because that's one that you're not paying attention to.
Mm-hmm.
And it is okay. It goes exactly along the lines of the Badger spirits. So tiger. Yeah, tiger's eye. And so I want you to realize you have a lot of strength and that you energetically are very grounded and very fair. And so you might have people around you that are telling you otherwise. But I want you to assess the situation and find comfort in the being that you are. And so this is almost like a little you got this energy. So hopefully that makes sense.
Awesome. I may be distracted now. Okay, so Barney is up. I'll pull a card.
Mm-hmm.
You got whale spirit. Trust the great mystery, number 65. This has really deep energy I'm feeling. And to me, and here, let me just move this so you can see it better. To me, it's trusting that everything will work out in its time. And just like we were talking about, trusting the process, I think you can really call on whale energy to allow yourself to go deep and trust that you can come to the surface when it's time. Because I feel that maybe you've been trying to go deep, but you're afraid that you'll never come back out. But this to me is saying that, yeah, you will always come back up for air when you need to. But sometimes you need to go deep, deep within the emotions or the thoughts, and just bring up to the surface what you want to release. Okay.
Beautiful. Okay. So who's this for again?
Marnie. And Nisha was saying, makes sense. Thank you both.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, Marnie. Okay, I'm going to also do the one that fell off the board. And so I can't remember what this crystal's called, but it really doesn't matter because
Carnelian?
Hmm?
Carnelian or
Nope.
agate?
No, it's some kind of agate or I don't know. Yeah, it's not carnelian. But the energy is okay. There's something about tapping into, like with what you were speaking about, like the emotions and that ability. And it's like to find comfort. There's great comfort there if you do go, that you have more insights and ability that you even give yourself credit for. And there's something about there's a message that you're meant to be able to hear. And so it's like about tapping more into settling your thoughts, so on and so forth. I don't know what it is, but it's like I'm just feeling like a heavy blanket of comfort. And there's a message that maybe universe or maybe someone that has passed over, or that you hear the messages from the other side, or there's like a deep healing energy anyways to go there. And that's
Nice.
all that I'm receiving right now for that. So hopefully it makes sense.
Okay, so that was Marnie. And then Jane. So let me move that over there. So I'll pull a card and then Raphael will give you a crystal. Well, you know what I mean. Okay. We're doing the sea life these days. You got turtle spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. Number 62. So yeah, this feels like everything we've talked about already, and trusting the process, and trusting that when it's time for you to stop and regain your energy and your equilibrium, that you have the space and the comfort um, and the safety to be able to do that. But I'm also picking up something else here. Let me think. It feels like maybe you're worried that you've built too much of a shell over, I don't know. I'm getting calcification or I don't know what, but trust in the process. Don't let worry take over. Give it a hug, pat it on its back, and send it away. I don't know. That's what I gotta say. Hope that makes sense.
Beautiful. Okay. So this
Oh,
time I'm going to pick on something that is on the board. And so what I'm picking up, this crystal here. I'm just gonna right here. I don't know if you can see right here. Yes. And so this landed between burden and abundance. I don't usually read the energies here. This one's speaking a lot about there is a combination of the both that are completely mixed. And so it's about communication, so on and so forth. And it just feels like there's a lot of energies that you have so much to share and to give and to communicate. And sometimes you don't might not have the right audience to be able to allow those energies to flow through you. And I don't know if you enjoy writing or anything along those lines, but I feel like writing is a beautiful energy for you. And, it feels like you can become even more creative with the ability to write and to show feelings and to create a message, not only for yourself, but for, maybe a collective also. So I don't know if you already do enjoy writing, but it might be something to tap more into and maybe start sharing on social media or somehow or someplace. But there's,
She's saying I write a lot.
oh, beautiful. Yes. And so spirit really wants you to honor that and start doing it more.
I
Thank
love it.
lots.
Mm, I
Beautiful.
love it. She also says, I just realized how I love to learn everything. Is to learn slowly, gradually, and consistently. It's like living in a bilingual town to learn slowly and surely. I love that.
Mm,
Yeah, definite turtle energy.
I
Very
like
nice. And Marnie said that that absolutely made sense for her. Thank you both very much.
beautiful.
Okay, so we did Jane, and I have Renee, and then Alpida.
Okay.
So you're getting a card too because you said card and crystal. So,
Yep.
woo. All right. So we have Nightingale Spirit, number 41. Love is all around. And really seeing that and trusting that it's okay for you to be the one that points out all of the good things. If you've been getting complaints from people like, why are you always so positive? What a horrible complaint. you know, um, but it feels like just keep seeing that amazing, keep bringing those messages forward because you do channel, and I believe that you have angelic energy channeling through you that others need to hear. So when you can remind others that love is all around in whatever way comes through you, I think that that's a powerful tool you have to, by uplifting others, you're uplifting yourself.
I like it. So I'm not going to just read one crystal here. I'm going to read it as a collective. So I don't know if you can kind of see. We have one
Yep.
right here, and one over here. And so the energy that I'm really picking this up is that I don't want you to overcomplicate things. I want you, or universe is saying, or spirit is saying, keep things simple. And so make it easier, or just tap into that easy energy. Don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple, keep it in the flow, and don't allow those branches to branch off. That there's something beautiful if you stay in the streamline of what you're doing, if that energetically makes sense. So
I love
hopefully, but I
Nice.
think the words that are really coming through right now is keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate.
Mm. So that's always good advice for sure. Okay, now we have Elpida. So I'll just quickly pull a card and then we'll go. And then we have Rachel, and then I think we are done.
Okay, dokie. This is Alpida.
Wombat Spirit, be at home. So really, you find home is a good place to be. It's a nurturing place for you, a place for you to recharge. I'm picking up that either you have or you're putting together or you will put together a little area that's like a little comfort zone for you. I don't know, comfort items, some pillows, blankets, a candle, having a nice little space for you. You know, you might not have that in throughout your whole home, but it's okay to have just this little place, even if you can just see it from wherever you're working, to just go, yeah, that's the space I'm going to get to later. That's what I'm picking up for you.
I love it.
Renee
Okay.
says thank you, by the way.
Aw, you're welcome. All right. So Alpita, right away, I picked up, yeah, definitely the sense of home, so on and so forth, and creating like a comfort energy. Um, I'm also picking up that the energy, your comfort is cooking. So I hope I'm not off, but there's something very beautiful and comforting about cooking and being able to create, doing that kind of stuff. And so it's, providing it fuels your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit, having music on and all that. So that's the energy of tapping in. Sorry. I love it when it comes and then it just kind of like, then it's like little things. So it's like tapping into obviously your soul being, the comfort being, and all that. So it's generating I don't know. It feels to me that like it's generating fuel for other people, and that comfort foods that really goes a long ways with other people. So it feels like you have a lot of family around you and people that you care for, and so it might not necessarily be cooking. It could be that being of like providing for. That's what I got.
Well, there you go. That's a nice message. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So now we have Rachel. So let's pull you a card and then get you a crystal. Antelope spirit. Life is speeding up. Here, I got to remove so you can actually see. Life is speeding up. So, and that's not a bad thing. I think it's saying that things that you have done so far to prepare, planning things, being organized, that's helping you streamline things. So when life does get a little busy, you can roll with it because you've created these processes or whatever. I don't know what it's just something within you. You've created some habits that really have streamlined some of the everyday things you do in life so that when life does speed up, it'll be a lot easier for you to just roll with it. I think I just repeated myself twice, but whatever.
It
Needed
always
to be
sounds like
said.
that when you're on like lives or anything. It's like, I think I just said that. I don't think you said that. Who knows? All right, so Rachel.
Bye, Marnie. Thanks for being
Routine
here.
says, hmm?
I was just saying bye to Marnie. She's probably already gone.
Aw, bye, Marnie.
Mm.
And so for Rachel, it just feels like the energy of I'm really picking up taking charge, taking control of the situation, set things into motion, or your plans follow through and continue and moving forward. It's like a leadership role. It is about providing your own abundance, and that's going to also provide other people's abundance and so on and so forth. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of new connections in your world coming up. And, you know, don't make excuses not to make those connections is what I'm picking up. So take charge, take lead, and step in.
Beautiful.
Sorry,
I love it.
show you
Love
the
it.
crystals. It was a collective crystal reading with that one.
Hmm.
So, yeah, work, romance, and that, it doesn't necessarily have to be romance. It could be, having, I love what I'm doing. I love the energy that I'm stepping into, so on and so forth. A new project is happening. Ego, it's, balancing. I don't feel like it's completely, like, it's not your ego, it's balancing other people's energies around you and all that. And then there's, abundance is on its way, and it's what you make of it. And so tap into, this is what it's saying, tap into the abundance. Take lead, take charge. It's a good thing.
Love it. Love it. And she says she's going to the psychic fair tomorrow.
Oh,
Perfect.
fun.
I love it. I love it. And I just realized that Marnie was saying she's going for a soak. So nice. Good.
Aw,
Use
nice.
some salt
Beautiful.
water. So you put salt in your bath. I think that's a good shift. Well, thank you everyone for being here. Super, super great to connect with all of you. And yeah, yeah. Have a super duper weekend. Jane saying, thank you so much. You ladies are amazing. I'll tune in again for sure. Oh, thank you, Jane. Thank you for your insight too. It was a really great conversation. It'd be
I
really cool
love,
to have everybody together faces so we can see everybody.
I know, wouldn't that be beautiful? We should try that one night, to just having like
Yeah.
a little together or something. But I love the feedback from people, and I love, like, listening to their insights, because I have my insights, Lorraine has her insights, but it's doesn't make them completely, this is what it is. This is how we grow, is by listening and hearing and feeling other people. So I love you know the
Yeah.
communication between everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fantastic. I love it too. Well, thank you, everybody. And nice seeing you again, Raf.
Yeah, nice seeing you too, Turkey.
Gobble, gobble. Bye, everybody.
All right, bye.